Hey, we got another out cold. Derek Richard, comedian, funny guy, and we're gonna go watch the videos together.
Nice to be here. Let's see this.
This guy put them together, so if anything offends you, we can go ahead and hit him.
If it offends me.
Or if any other reason you come up with to hit him, I'd be okay.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay with that.
I like your style.
Let's go over here. We'll just get started. Okay, we started in the middle of this. I don't know what's going on. It's a little tired.
Where is this?
Someone's.
Is he trying to touch? That's in Washington State?
No, they're trying to fight. I don't think this is sanctioned. If that's what you're asking.
This is the most ghetto octagon I've ever seen.
Oh, they get some worse ones.
That is like if they literally had the octagon at Family Dollar. Oh, what the hell?
Oh, dude, when they used to do it in the ring, I have had guys fall out, go fight and fall right out of the ring, roll off onto the tables, like
go right through the ropes.
Go through the ropes, yeah. It's not. I actually, when I fought out in Brazil, I fought a guy. He jumped out of the ropes twice to get away from me. They were because I had him against ropes, I hit him, and he just jumped out.
And then they just make him go back in.
Well, his manager was the referee at that point, but
seriously,
yeah, it was funny when I walked out, right, and where I did the whole thing in the center and everything, and then we go back to the corner. I look at my corner wall. Hey, isn't that his manager? Is he the ref?
And that's the referee.
He goes, yeah, don't worry about it. Let's go. I'm like, all right. back in the old days, man. It was funny.
How long ago was that?
I was talking about 98.
98?
Yeah, down in Brazil. It was in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
So what happens if the guy ends up jumping out of the ring?
They just get back in.
Done?
No, they get back in and start over.
Okay.
Yeah, like this guy, if they get up, if they're not hurt, they'll get up and they'll move back in the middle of the ring.
They were moving at a pretty good speed. I don't know if they're gonna.
I don't know if
they're gonna survive it. Someone's not getting up out of this.
Someone's hurt out of that. Yeah.
Adrian Peterson? Last time I saw him, wasn't he beating his kid with a tree branch or something like that?
Thing. Now, what that say? Yeah, I mean.
Also in Minnesota.
Wait, they're playing that. Is this a charity poker game?
I hope so.
It's gotta be. Why would they be playing a poker game?
Ooh. Look at this. If he fought that hard when he played in the NFL, he'd still be in the NFL. I might have been pissed off at a poker game or in a casino, but I haven't gone after another dude like that.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? Like, why? Because I can't imagine them with all those people around in there in a poker game there. It's got to be a charity event.
Unless he's cheating.
Yes.
Why? I need some background on this one.
I have to look on the news.
Yeah, we could probably So that's our marksman.
Ironically, Adrian Peterson was fighting with his friend at the poker table because they disagreed about the cards that were dealt, and they just decided to square up and fight with each other.
So they were mad about something.
What kind of poker game was it? Just a regular poker game? Why are there so many people there?
No,
is that a charity event?
It wasn't charity. It was at a place called Joker Stars, which is legal gambling hall in Texas.
Oh,
so weird. It didn't look like a high end kind of.
How do you disagree about the cards that were dealt? I mean, they're dealt.
Yeah.
By the way, they're dealt by the dealer that works for the place you're at.
Yeah.
Like, so unless you're like cheating, you're saying then you want to. If the dealer's cheating, you fight the dealer. Why are you fighting the guy that got the cards? I don't know.
They didn't show the rest of the video where it was strip poker.
That's what
So it was a naked Adrian Peterson and his naked buddy having a sword fight in some little tiny sketch gambling hall in the middle of shithead Texas.
Never eyewear, never odd or even. Same forward, same backward. That means balanced design, fair pricing, and real quality. Premium polarized sunglasses without the luxury markup.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, come on. Did he seriously just like?
He just picked the guy up and dragged him out?
If that happened to you, I'm glad the guy isn't one of those guys that came back and took a swing at him.
Yeah.
Like, you see one of the guys, like they get thrown out like that, manhandled and thrown out, and they want to come back swinging, yelling at the guy. Like, at least the guy just kind of walked away. Like, okay, he just picked me up and carried me 20 yards.
20
yards.
I was gonna say.
And said, put me down outside.
That was commitment. He was literally throwing you out.
Oh, it's coming.
Oh, damn!
What? Wait, what happened? Why did he do that? He bumped him and bumped into. Oh, he was bumped him twice, and it was.
This is. I'm not so sure the punishment fits the crime on there, but I guess he's not going to bump him again.
Oh yeah, that doesn't seem like a little much. Yeah.
No, Darius zkusil překvapit svého soupeře spinning backfistem, ale hodně sexy. No, rozhodně.
Oh.
A zadní tam právě
All right, get up one. Let's see it.
hodně sexy. No, rozhodně. A zadní tam
Got him
právě
at nice home run. It's like,
ze strany Patry. Poslá do G6.
whatever.
My purse?
Yeah.
That means I'm first.
Oh, congrats on being first at Chili's.
I don't appreciate your sarcasm.
What are
Wow.
you doing?
Stop. I'm surprised she's single. Her with no date at Chili's. Just her and her purse and her cup of coffee and her attitude.
How about that? This man and his Doberman just attacked me and my Chihuahua.
It's not a Doberman. What are you doing? No, he didn't.
This can't be serious.
Go away. I don't know what you're saying. What are you doing? My car's not even on.
This is
No,
fan.
you're not taking
No,
my
wait,
baby. That's
no,
my
excuse
stuff.
me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. Ow! Oh my God!
She's spraying water?
Spray water at him.
like the water you'd spray at
For
your
a cat.
to get off the couch. She brought a water bottle and sprayed at somebody in a confrontational situation.
That's smart.
I liked it. I'm not gonna lie to you. The number 4 with the big wheeling trash can.
Yeah.
I thought it was nice that white trash hit the trash. sometimes the world just unfolds the way it's supposed to.
Some people. Are they coming up on us?
This is not going to be good.
Oh yeah, they're trying to. There's one trying to
The
flank
liver
us on the
sucks.
far right.
Getting kicked in the liver sucks.
I can't afford to get kicked in the liver. All the drinking I do. Oh,
Yeah,
He got in the liver.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
go.
look at him. He ain't getting up.
Thank you, Fred, for
That's the
saving
thing
me
about
there.
that
You
liver
could
shot.
put a knife in it.
Your body, you sit there and you can tell your body you want to get up all you want. Your body will go, nah, sorry, fuck you. I ain't getting up. I'm gonna stay down here for a while. I'm not letting you get hit again. That's the Carnivore Snacks clip of the week. It's actually one of my favorite things.
Wagyu brisket. Damn.
It's just beef and salt.
Oh my god. They're just really good. Damn. You missed that?
Oh yeah, fighting all the
Dude.
time. I loved it.
Really?
I love
When
my
did
job.
you stop?
Well, 2010 when I retired from the UFC. I fought
Right.
one more time in 2018, but I've been doing it for a while.
Yeah.
I'm 55 now. I'm retired, so I'm happy to retire, but I wish I could still be doing it.
Do you ever get anybody? I'm sure just in I mean, here we are in Vegas, just add enough alcohol and enough stupidity. Do you ever get somebody who acts like a fool and tries to square up against you?
Not really. I mean, the thing is, I said that for a long time. I've said the same thing. I've said, look, first off, I'm a lot bigger than people thought I was. Secondly, I wasn't known as like a slick striker or like a slick wrestler or a jiu-jitsu guy. I was known as a heavy-handed brawler.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, nobody and guys that are street fight, like they don't like that very much. But actually, and the thing is, most assholes that would do that kind of thing,
Yeah.
are fans of mine. So if I'm nice to them, if I'm nice to them, They're cool.
They come up. Hey, Chuck, can I get a picture? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck you. Let's do this. Like, that's just that's a riot.
Like I used to have guys. Like see guys go and say something that might lead to. Like I knew how to. When I was younger, I knew how to turn that into a fight if I wanted to, or make him put his tail between his legs and crawl out the door. But
sure.
Now, I grew up when I got a little older. When I got a little older, I grew up and, it wasn't worth it really. It wasn't worth it. Really, the competition wasn't much usually. It wasn't it, and then guys come and start a fight with you, hit you first, and then when you knock them out, try to get you arrested. So it's not worth the hassle. So, so I learned to, deflect. Hey man, you sound like you're pretty tough. You should fight in the UFC. We're making a lot of money now. And they say, oh man, Chuck said I could be fighting the UFC. And they walk back to the thing. I sit back down and drink my beer.
That's a great way to de-escalate that.
But it's like you learn those things. Like it's just not worth it. Like, it's like I'm pretty good at resolving most things without having to resort to, and that's the last thing I want to resort to is violence. And but there's always that.
Hearing that line come out of your mouth is the funniest thing that I've heard.
It is. The thing I tell people is like I can always elevate it there.
Yeah.
We can. That last minute I go shit. It ain't working. Let's go. That can always happen.
Now, have you ever been someplace where some shit broke out and then somebody was like, "Oh, hey, can you help? Can you go in there and straighten this out?"
No, I if I'm around, I'll try to straighten it out, try to keep people from getting hurt no matter what.
Right.
But usually what I get a lot of times, I'll get in the middle, hey man, calm down. Like, you're Chuck, right? Yeah. Okay, sorry, man. We're good. Sorry. Okay, guys, we're out. Okay, thank you. And I appreciate it. It's respect. So it's cool. Like, I don't have nothing. They're like, okay, I'll leave you alone, Because I used to say to people that a lot of times to break up fights when I was even working in the bars, but hey man, people always want to talk to you about what the fight's over.
Right.
I try to tell them I don't care. Really, I'm sorry, whatever it is, but please don't. If you do it here, it becomes my problem too.
Yeah.
Can you do it somewhere else? Can you wait till later and go somewhere else and do it so where you're not bothering all these people?
You were working at a bar?
I used to work at the bar before I was still working at a bar the first couple of years I fought. But,
were you bartending or bouncing?
Bartending.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Oh yeah.
A great job when I first started fighting. When I was first fighting, I was just doing kickboxing. We didn't make enough money to live off of.
Right.
So when I first started fighting in the UFC, and then I opened my gym, and then kind of. Then I started giving my shifts away to get people that needed the money a little more. Right. So I was making a little more money. But
like, when did you start making money? Because you were like
real
at the beginning of.
I mean, really,
you were the first.
Really, that was.
I mean, you were.
When we took off in 05, I was making good money. And by the end of my career, I made quite a bit of money. Yeah, we did a good job.
Did you have any idea at the time? When it started to take off, that you're like, hey, this could be something big, or was it just kind of hey, you're in the moment, and you're like,
I was really in the beginning. The home run back in the day, like when I first started fighting the UFC, was probably $150,000 a year.
Yeah.
And I graduated from Cal Poly in accounting.
Right.
And it was kind of like, I'm going to try to do this instead of getting a real job. It was my way to stay away from getting a real job for a while. And it kept making a little bit more money. So I'm like, yeah, I can really do this. This can be my job. Let's go. And
what were you studying at Cal Poly?
Accounting, business accounting.
No shit.
Yeah, I was gonna be someone's accountant, but honestly, that's why people ask me why do you put the tattoo on your head? I said, well, actually, at the time, I had a mohawk. I wanted to get the tattoo, and I thought I wanted somewhere where people could see it without taking my shirt off, but I could cover up real easy if I had to get a real job.
Right.
So it made sense. Put it on the side of my head, because then my hair grows out and you can't see it. So that was the original reason why I put it on my head. So I wanted people to see it.
I'd love to see you do somebody's taxes.
Yeah, I would love to see you do them too. But my last tax class was in 93, I think. So I don't know if you want me doing your taxes now.
That's cool as hell.
That's good. These guys, I think you guys are both equally terrible. So. What was that?
Right?
Makes it exciting.
That's the way you want to pass out.
Wait, what is he doing?
You say, give him the emoji.
Oh, wait, really? Wait, what did he tap? I think dude, that guy tapped from being, he was just tired. He's like, I'm done. I give up. I give up.
Look, is he comforting him? He's gonna make out with him. If that video keeps going, he's gonna tongue him right now.
Can we get off there? He'll probably let that one go. That's the one you're gonna let go. You'll make sure I see the end of that one. Oh, what are you doing? He ran into them.
Just left.
Street fights are great.
The funny thing is, this guy's throwing straight punches at him, but this other guy keeps landing these hooks. That's our King of Violence clip of the week. Check us out, kingofviolence.com. That's why
thank you.
King of Violence.
Oh, nice, man. That's dope.
King of Violence, hell yeah.
Your art is awesome. King of Violence, yeah.
Check us out, kingofviolence.com. Oh, ouch. That
one
ground
guy
is not feeling good.
That one guy is really naked, and he is really.
What? He's using that guy's sweater against him.
Stop that grab. I'm knowing I hit hard on my green. Stop all that grab. I hit hard on my green.
They don't fight like that in Canada. There's not an ice rink. They're not fighting like that in Canada.
Right now, you can save £50 per person. That's £200
This is gonna end well. Whenever you're on the train tracks. Here we go. Oh, damn!
Maybe he should have listened when he told us to stay back.
I get hit with a skateboard in the face? That's done. Initially, I thought he got hit like in the face.
Yeah.
Okay, can we do this again? Kind of got his hands in his pockets.
A lot of talking.
Not sure I would.
This looks like a drug deal about to go bad. Yeah, there we go.
And he put the hand in the pocket.
But look, and by the way,
He bitch slapped him.
yeah, but you have to look. Like, look, if you look at the body language, he went. They're standing like this talking. He goes.
Yep.
Sets up.
Mm-hmm.
Bam.
Yeah, I think he kept his other hand in his pocket. Yeah, he kept his left hand in his pocket.
He sets us up. Like that's the one. Remember I told you that story. I told you that story the other day when my buddy goes. Someone did that to my buddy. Like, my buddy was not a street fighter, but he's a good wrestler in college. And he never got. But the guy they're talking shit to each other. The guy goes, "Oh man, I got no problem with it." It goes like this, and I'm sitting over there going, "Cause I've been a bunch of street fights." I'm going, "No." He's like, boom, hit my buddy right in the face. My buddy goes, grabs him from headbutting him.
Your buddy grabs him and then headbutts him.
After getting punched in the head like that, like face. You know, the look on that guy's face when he hit him with everything he had and went, and oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because he just grabbed him and started headbutting him. It was actually a pretty funny night. Like, but my buddy said, I was laughing at, it's one of those things like you don't want it to happen to your buddy, but when he fell for that, like I'm kind of laughing at him. But he's like, yeah, I don't remember that. Like he didn't remember. Like he was in autopilot from the guy hitting him, but the guy was like, oh man.
Now was he a fighter? Was he a fighter? Also, your buddy?
My buddy wasn't a fighter; he's a wrestler. He actually became a fighter later because he started training with me, like doing kickboxing, and then he did MMA for a little bit. But he actually beat his last fight. He beat Glover Teixeira.
Oh, okay.
So he's tough.
Damn.
Do we want to tag him?
But it was funny. It was funny because the funnier part of the story too. The guy went and got the cops, and they came after us, like talking about guys hit someone and go after him. Right?
He hit first.
After he hit him,
the cops come up, they start talking to us, and the guy comes up. Yeah, I hit him in the face, and then the guy comes up. Wait a minute, did you just say you hit him in the face? Okay, turns around and goes, okay, guys, You guys have a nice night. We'll talk to you guys later. Take off. But we're going to talk to him later. We're talk to him now. The first thing was out of his mouth. I hit him in the face. Like, he looked at my buddy. He's like, you press charges? No.
This is why you have the right to remain silent.
yeah.
Sometimes exercise that.
Yeah.
And don't incriminate yourself.
You're trying to get us arrested. You're trying to get these guys arrested. You hit him in the face. What do you expect? Oh, this guy's still.
Like, what have we got?
What happened to that guy?
That was the guy that got hit. That was the guy from Pocket, yeah.
Oh, no shit.
That's him just trying to walk away. Some days I need a little caffeine. Some days a little more. That's why I use Mojo energy pouches. Each pouch has 50 milligrams of caffeine, so I decide how much fits my day. No sugar, no calories. You can check it out, Mojo energy pouches at grabmojo.com. So, how'd you get into comedy?
I started, it's been like 31 years ago. And I was in radio before I was doing this, and then got fired from my last full-time radio job and was always a big fan of comedy, and then started going up and doing some sets at a little hotel bar that had comedy in it on the weekends in Kalamazoo, Michigan. And just kept going up and doing it, and I was lucky because I was in where Kalamazoo is at. It's like right in between Detroit and Chicago. So you had all the great comics from Detroit coming through and Chicago guys coming in. So I got to see all these fantastic acts work. And that was the best schooling right there. It's like anything. Like you watching your favorite fighters when you were, doing your stuff and kind of getting inspired about certain things and how you want to do stuff. And so just kept at it, waiting tables and picking up sets, working at a Tex-Mex place and smelling like queso and salsa, and then literally changing at a rest area, going to do a gig someplace, at night. So it was crazy, It's like like any job when you're starting off and it's just slowly getting going. You're doing whatever you can to kind of keep yourself active and stay in the game, and then.
I get it. Whatever we did, whatever we could.
Yeah.
Cool.
Did you ever see Mike Tyson's one-man show?
I never saw it, but I heard it was cool.
Okay, it was cool, but he was doing it, and because I work over at Brad Garrett's comedy club at the MGM, and years ago they had Mike Tyson doing his show after the comedy show.
Oh damn!
Like the producer came in and rented the space, and so Mike Tyson would come into the show's done by like 9:30, and then Tyson would come in and his show started at like around 10:30, something like that, and so he's got an earpiece. And Tyson's wife is in the green room, and she's reading the script to him. And he's reciting it up on stage. And so my buddy, Ed, who was managing the club at the time down there, he goes, hey, you want to come and see Tyson's show? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, you got to see this. He goes, watch when he goes off script. And I'm like, how am I going to know when he goes off script? He goes, you'll know.
You'll know.
So Tyson's up there, and he's just like presenting the show. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, like something would trigger a memory that he had. And he's like, yeah. And so I lived in Bedford-Stuyvesant. And we would hang out with pigeons on the roof. And then, man, we get some pussy up there. Oh, damn. These bitches be coming in, be sucking our dick left and right. Da-da-da-da-da. And I'm a crowd. And I get a text from Ed, and he goes, told you. And so, like, back in the green room, his wife is going, okay, Mike, back on script, and 3, 2, 1, and it would feed him like the next line to go into, and then he would go right back into the presentation, which was fucking hilarious. I mean, listen,
that's awesome.
His story itself is fucking great, and I had read his book, and then so when I saw the show, but then seeing him go off topic like that,
but I get that now.
Hilarious.
That makes sense because I did something similar to that. Like I just go up and they have someone narrate it, someone kind of ask me questions and kind of lead questions to get stories they know I'm going to tell.
Right.
But you can never control me. But I need somebody, like when I'm telling stories, especially when I like them and there's my good stories, I need someone to remind me, hey, they need a little bit of backstory. You got to kind of explain some, because I want to cut to the funny part.
Right.
And like, you're not leading, they're not your good friend. They don't know all this other shit. You got to lead up to that and feed them into it. Like it's got to, and they gotta keep me from deviating too far if we're trying to get from this part of my career to this part of my career.
Yeah.
You have to keep me from going over here somewhere too far, and you got to bring me back over here. Okay, so yeah, that's nice, but how? So what'd you do after that? You know, like okay, I get what he's saying. I got to get back on track and go back because we only have so much time to do this whole thing.
Yeah,
and I said that anytime I did it, we had scheduled like COVID. We were right before COVID. We were going to do a whole tour of it, and it just got canceled because of all that stuff worldwide. So. But it was fun. It was just funny because it was like going to be. But yeah, I needed someone. Yeah, I needed someone to keep me on order. The show would have been different every night,
right?
Because it's what, like you said, it's what triggers some things you'll be telling. I'm telling a story. We're all the time, and then I know I have a little more of a filter than that.
Mike didn't have a filter.
Yeah. I have a little more bigger filter than Mike.
Yeah.
You're not gonna get those stories from me.
Yeah.
There's stories, but I know which ones to keep to myself or just keep them private. But it's funny.
He was
it's fun though.
Somebody had yelled from the back of the room. The guy yells. He goes, "We love you, Mike." Just a nice thing to say. Yeah. And Mike was up on stage, and he didn't want to get thrown off of his rhythm. So he goes, "Shut the fuck up." And I'm in the back, and the other comic that was on the show, he goes, "Well, that's a rough way to handle a heckler." And I go, "Effective, isn't it?" He's not saying anything anymore. That was so damn funny. When he snapped, I'm like,
Mike said
holy shit, that's all right. He said he loves you. All right, all right.
Well, I think you cover that for everyone. We don't want anybody yelling out random shit.
Yes, that was a lesson
that'll
learned
be covered by everyone. It's okay. We don't want Mike jumping on stage.
So damn funny.
He's awesome. Right. That was another Out Cold. Thank you, and like and subscribe, and check out kingofviolence.com. See ya.